You know a lot of great words. Your vocabulary is actually pretty good. But the moment you open your mouth, only the very simple words come out. You feel yourself using baby English when you are capable of so much more. I have found one habit that changed everything for my students and sometimes myself. It is actually pretty easy and doable. You can do it alone, anywhere, anytime. And today I'm going to show you exactly what it is. And at the end, we're going to do some practice together live right now. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Massey's World, where we learn a fun, easy English together. So without further ado, let's get started. So, why does this happen? You'll learn the word, you know the word, but when you speak, a simpler one comes out. Here's the reason. Your brain saves new words as information, like a fact in a book. But speaking is not about facts. Speaking is about doing something fast under pressure in real time. And your brain needs practice with that. Not just memory, but practice. The question is, how do you practice speaking when you have nobody to practice with? Well, here's the technique. Every time you're studying and you learn a new word or something new in English, you imagine a real situation where you could use that. Not a random situation, a real one from your life with real people you know, and you imagine yourself in that conversation. You hear yourself saying the word out loud. You feel the moment and you make a mental note that you use it. For example, you tell yourself, next time I see my friend Amanda, I can say this sentence to her. Or next time at a meeting with my boss, at a formal meeting, I can say this word in this sentence. Imagine speaking before you speak. And I promise the next time that moment comes in real life, the word will be there and you're going to use it and just feel so proud of yourself for having practiced it and said it so eloquently. And here is why it actually works. Research in psychology has shown that when you imagine doing something in detail, your brain processes it in a very similar way to actually doing it. Athletes do this before competitions. They close their eyes and imagine the whole race, every move, every movement, and when the real moment comes, it feels familiar, not new, familiar. And familiar things come out easier when you speak. So when you imagine using a word in a conversation, your brain has already been there. And the next time that word comes up, you are a ready, practiced athlete. Let me show you how this works. The word exhausted. Exhausted means extremely tired, not just a little tired, completely finished. No energy left. Now close your eyes for a moment. Imagine you just finished a very long, difficult day, and a friend, let's call him Jimmy, calls you and asks, "How are you?" And you say, "Honestly, I'm exhausted. I need to sleep." That's it. You just practiced exhausted without speaking once. And next time you see Jimmy, trust me, you're going to remember the word exhausted. Now let's try another one. The word is punctual. Punctual. Punctual means always on time, never late, always there when they said they would be. Now, close your eyes and imagine you're talking about someone you know, maybe a colleague, a friend, or even your partner. And you say, "Oh, the good thing about her is that she's always punctual. I never have to wait." Simple, real, and natural. And your brain just lived that moment. And when you say it even once for the first time, then it's going to be your word from that point onwards. One more. The phrase is make fun of. Make fun of means to laugh at someone in a mean way, to say something to make others laugh at them. It is not kind, it is not a compliment. Imagine someone in your life, maybe at school or at work, someone who always makes jokes about others, and you say to a friend, "I don't like him. He always makes fun of people. It is not funny, it's just mean." Or in an argument, you could say, "Are you making fun of me?" Now, I want you to practice with me right now. Your word is relieved. Relieved. Relieved means you were worried or nervous about something, and then it turned out okay. Now you feel happy and relaxed. Relieved. Now close your eyes for just a moment. Think of something that made you nervous recently, an exam, a conversation, or maybe a result. But it went well, and your best friend asks you, "How do you feel?" And you say, "Honestly, I'm so relieved. I'm so relieved it's over now." You see how it works? Now your brain has memorized it, where to use it, and will look for an opportunity to bring it up. The word is yours now. Now it's your turn. Pick any word you learned today and imagine your situation with it. Write it in the comments, the whole sentence. That is your speaking practice for today, and I will read every single one of your comments. Stay curious and stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.